And when I think about life, I think more times than not, I say, man, what is it, right? What is it that shifts the individual? And a lot of times when I think about it, I think at the core of what it is the transaction. And when I say the transaction, it's when you give something a certain amount of energy, a certain amount of passion, a certain amount of dedication and commitment to a certain thing, and you expect something from that certain thing, and you don't get what you expected. The transaction is the problem. I wasn't working just to be a great football player. I want to be a great man. I want to be a great father for my children. I want to be a great husband for my wife. I want to be a great servant in the world. I don't want when adversity or rain comes, I'm the guy, I was great before the adversity, but the moment the adversity hit, I never turned back to true form. I don't want to be that person that's great when everything is going all good, but when something goes wrong, they flee and they want nothing to do with it. I want to be that person that's going to show up rain, sleet, or snow, and they're going to give you everything they got. Right? I was working, so one day when the game of football stopped, my arm and my hand was paralyzed. My mindset wasn't. My arm and my hand got paralyzed. My drive wasn't. My commitment wasn't. Right? I'm talking concrete commitment. I'm talking a commitment that says, I am going to stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I've set it in has left. Right? Because character is not something we inherit. Character is something we got to wake up every single day. We got to fight and we got to build it. Right? In the midst of adversity, in the midst of challenges, in the midst of successes, in the midst of failures, we got to get up every single day. We got to fight for peace. Right? We got to fight for happiness. We got to fight for joy. Like when situations happen now, I'm like, life, what are you trying to teach me right now? Like, God, what can I extract from this situation since I don't like it and I don't understand it? I'm sure lessons and blessings, stages and phases, I'm sure it's something in it that I can extract and apply to some area of my life. James chapter 1, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face trials of many kind, because the testing of your faith goes on to produce perseverance, and perseverance must finish this race so that you may be complete and lacking nothing. In other words, we got to go through something in order to become the individuals that God wants us to become. Like I told a guy, I said, you think life just gonna give you happiness on a platter and say, I heard you wanted to be happy. Here you go, FedEx package overnight. No. We got to get up, we got to fight for that. Right? We got to fight for joy. We got to fight for peace. Right? The worst thing in the world is when you see somebody that's amazing, like talented, skill set out of this world, and they don't have any passion. Life has robbed them. Right? They're a walking zombie. Right? They're just a shell. They get up, they go to work, they do what they do, they come back home, wake up the next day, repeat, do it all over again. But when the purpose is intact, when the mission is intact, when it's about something greater than themselves, the opposition, the adversity, and the challenges are a part of the journey. When things happen in redirection, it's a part of the journey. It makes it even sweeter in the end when the purpose is greater and about something greater than you. And like I asked the guy once, I said, man, what do you love about what you do? He said, well, I go to work, I make my money, I come home, put food on the table, roof over my family's head. I said, that's great, that's awesome, man. I said, but if there's one thing you can point to and say, I love it. I said, nothing, man. I go to work, I make my money, do what I do. I said, it's great. I said, but man, that sounds painful. I said, when you think about the average life expectancy is 77. Average person retires around 67. So the average person works somewhere around 50 years to be free for 11. That's a raw deal, right? Like it means nothing. I just want one thing from people. Right? I'm not one of these guys that travel around the world and try to tell people how to do what they do. I wouldn't disrespect you in that way. But I do understand this about life. People don't burn out because of what they do. People burn out because life makes them forget why they do it. Like the passion that they first had when they said, man, I'm with you. I'm going to give you everything I got. Whether that be sports, whether that be business, whether that be a family. Right? The drive that they have when they first start something, then life comes knocking. They say, man, I'm going to stay committed to it. Right? I'm going to be a better person. It's like at the beginning of every year. Right? What do people have? Resolution. Then late February, you see them with the cupcakes. Right? And you're like, man, what happened to that resolution? They're like, man, bump that. It's not that deep. Right? I just want people to never allow life to make them forget why they do what they do. Right? To never allow life to rob you of your passion. To never allow life to rob you of your joy, your peace, your happiness. Not only do you owe it to yourself, you owe it to those that you're connected to.